Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, I love you so much! Welcome back to Endless Space. It has been a while because, well, obviously there was this holiday season in which I was participating, as was probably every citizen of Earth, unless they couldn't for some reason. But anyway, oh, I so love the black hole. Anyway, this is probably the last video I'm going to make in this year, 2012, which is kind of remarkable. It has been a pretty great year. I mean, I have finished writing my third book, which is not a really great achievement. Wait, no, it's just... Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, I love you so much! Welcome back to Endless Space. It has been a while. That's because I was on holidays, as was probably every citizen on Earth, unless they couldn't because they had to do something or whatever. Anyway, this is kind of a special videocast because this is most likely the last videocast, I saw the black hole by the way, that I'm going to make in this very year, which is 2012. In just 2 days, or actually 1 day by now, not even that. It is going to be 2013, and I have to tell you, this year has been all sorts of amazing. I mean, seriously, I've finished writing my best book so far, which is not a very big achievement considering I only have written 3 books. But oh well. I still wasn't able to publish it, but that's because I only tried to publish it with a single publisher who didn't respond. And it happens. If I were to stop now, that would be pretty stupid because it happens all the time with newbies. But there is something that is giving me hope that it actually will reach the shelves. I cannot talk about it yet though. But anyways, as in regards to Endless Space, we are back with our Siafu, and how about we begin with a battle of our own, I guess, the probably last amoeba fleet there is. So how about we end the old year rather, with some slaughter. That's the best way to end a year, isn't it? At least I believe it is. So what do they have? Actually, do I even care about what the enemy has? Because I am pretty sure, if I remember correctly, that I have a giant advantage in pretty much all possible ways. By the way, free camera, apparently now I'm learning how to use it, judging by my top 5 games of 2012 video, in which I somehow managed to get a really nice view angle of the battlefield. So I'm gonna do something like this, and this... No, it's actually still a little bit tricky. I was just extraordinarily lucky when I was doing my... Oh, actually, this is a decent angle, I guess. Decent-ish. Yeah, I like it. So anyway, now that we have seen some explosions and are going to see more, probably, I can talk a little bit more about what things I need to change in this particular playthrough, and what things I just want to mention that are kind of off topic, aka I do want to talk about Sonya Shiden, aka Chaos Generation, because yeah! And I also do want to talk about something else. What was that actually? Oh yes, my list of top 5 games, because yeah. But first of all though, yeah, I do have a new ability unlock that is cyber skilled, which allows me to get 2 additional abilities. Now, there is a level cap, so I can only get 8 more abilities plus the 2 I have right now, so I need to think about this. I definitely do want to get Tactician because it is an amazing tech, let me tell you. But problem is, wait a second, what will I get? Oh yes, Power Convergers. This is actually a surprisingly good ability, but I don't think like I need it just now, especially considering the amount of dust I spent on pretty much everything there is. But what will if I go for... Oh yes, that's right! Harvester! Amazing skill that you have to go. If you go for Dust Wielder 2, I just recently discovered this by playing against GameSlayer, you get access to Harvester, plus 50 dust for each destroyed enemy command point on Empire, and you do not even need to be an adventurer for it. I think this is a pilot ability. I'm not too sure about that though, but still, it is so incredible. And yes, you do have to spend 2 points on abilities that are good, don't get me wrong. I mean, that's where they're minus 50% to ability cost. That is decent, especially for a faction like mine, which has really crappy heroes and high cost for abilities. But still, Harvester, man, this is going to be great. So I do want to go for that, thank you very much. Obviously, I won this battle, and my Doombringers are going to make their way into Artemis. Oh, Matraka, wait a minute, where did I want them to go? Oh, Indusa, because wait a minute, I was sure that Artemis was supposed to be my next main system. But maybe it was Indusa? Well, I can see that I'm sending them to Indusa, but Artemis would have been a better system to improve. Then again, Artemis 4 is almost not improved already, which is kinda kick in the teeth, but... I don't know, it still doesn't seem like such a great idea to send them over there, but oh well, I did it already. Going backwards would take me quite a bit of time. I don't want to spend it on such a meaningless thing. But there is one thing I do want to do in some of my newer systems. Actually systems that aren't maxed out just yet and aren't going to be maxed out in the relatively near future. So Crown, for example, it's not maxed out, is it? No, indeed it is not. And as you can see, I have gone for things like 3D replication plans, global tech pack, whatnots. Recently I had a change of mind and I don't think you should go... I mean, you can, but it might be beneficial not to go for this kind of exploitation and just go for hyperscale farms all the way across the sky until you are maxed out or very close to being maxed out. Reason being, you do want your systems to have as much population as soon as possible, especially when playing as the Siafu or Cravers or any other faction with the Craver affinity. Because you do need to get as many benefits from colonizing a system as fast as possible, and you can only do so by having as big population as soon as possible, and you can only do that if you have a big food production. So things seem to be a little bit better over here. I mean, this system is not going to change, I don't think. I would love to colonize this large Arctic and fill it up, but first of all, it is a large Arctic. Secondly, it does have ice style, which means a lot of unhappiness, and I would like the system to stay content, so I'm not gonna do any shenanigans in there. Sabo, on the other hand, how is it doing? It is almost maxed out, so I should think about colonizing this tundra sooner rather than later, and actually it is queued up. So... give me a second, I'm thinking how fast do I grow population with this kind of food production? It's kinda crazy. But is it crazy enough? I need to think about it. Well, I do have a lot of hyperscale farms actually. And a single layer of 3D replication plants, but I'll deal with that. It is always nice to have them, and I know what I just said a moment ago. Shut up. Changing them would require work or something. I don't know. It's something I shouldn't really do. I should just switch it to hyperscale farms. It would be the sensible thing to do. Sensible, not sensible. But I'm a big dummy. We all know that. However, I'm not going... Oh, I almost forgot. I would like to go flying. Thank you very much. Righty then. But I'm definitely going to do so in this system because it does need it. Matraka deal. So actually, this is something I should probably do off camera because it's not so fancy to watch, so I'll be right back. Alrighty then, I am back and I realized I never did start up my timer, and there's this bug when we have double black hole animation, but oh well, not gonna hurt, is it? But anyway, it is actually kinda annoying, but there is nothing I can do about this, is there? So I did change production of most of the systems to make sure I get hyperscale farms as soon as possible, and there's pretty much nothing else for me to do. Actually, I did want to check what heroes I have. 2 governors, 1 in Trashcan, 1 in Pixies, and I should consider moving them relatively soon-ish. I mean, judging by what I can see right here, there isn't a need to do that just yet, but actually maybe I should move my hero from Pixies to Mizawa Crown, but I'm not going to do so until Revenue Zen has been constructed, because it does require quite a bit of industry and this hero can provide it in big quantity. As for this hero on Trashcan, well, even though it is getting depleted, it is still my most productive system, most probably because of the hero, but even without this, actually, let's have a quick look. Hero gives it 43 industry, and how much does the other system have? Yeah, it is almost 100 industry production behind, so still, Trashcan the way to go. Crown and Misa are getting there quite quickly, and funny thing about Misa is that it's a newly conquered system that I'm only at 60% owner, and it is a 2-planet system, but still look at that! This amount of industry, it is pretty great. Anyway, there isn't really much else for me to do here this time, other than look at one dead faction that is dead already, yep. It looks like Soros couldn't make it, and judging by this, who was the yellow faction? Aren't those the Pilgrims? Or United Empire, one of the two. I think those might be the Pilgrims. I usually set Pilgrims as yellow guys, so that's probably who they are. But then again, I would be very surprised to see Pilgrims this powerful. Usually it's either United Empire or Cravers on the top of the food chain, per se. But anyway, it let us actually end the 10 right here. And there is something I wanted to say about Sonya Shida, and that's yet another reminder that Girls' Generation is going to have their comeback on January the 1st, on New Year. Best New Year ever, that I say? Well, for me, it definitely is going to be, especially since this time I'm actually going to be staying at home, so there isn't going to be any big party or anything like that. I'm going to have a movie marathon, but without really anybody, to be honest. So I will be staying at home, and otherwise this will be a kind of boring New Year, but Girls' Generation always save me. It is going to be amazing. I cannot wait. I really cannot wait. I'm hoping it is going to be great. I have faith it is going to be great, but I didn't see the comeback yet, so it can't go either ways. I just hope it is going to go the good way rather than the bad way. Anyway, Siafu has finished a colonization project of some sort, and that's the medium tundra that I did queue up on or off camera. I cannot really tell. I think it was actually in the previous video cast. Anyway, am I recording? Yes, I am. I just had to triple check that. You know how it goes. Anyway, yes, I would love to have moon survey, just in case I actually do get some kind of useful moon. And, hold on a second, those people actually do hate me. What was the system called? Sabo, where is it? It's over there. It is already a fully owned system, so why do they hate me so much? Expansion disapproval, overpopulation disapproval, and from planets. Oh yes, acid rain. It can be kind of annoying, isn't it? Yeah, I guess that's the problem. Oh well, I'll have to try and deal with it. Well, you know what I should have done, but I was so excited starting this videocast that I didn't. I should have gone for endothermic structures instead of colonizing this new planet to give myself more population cap on those two planets, which would have been amazing, instead of colonizing an acid rain tundra, which might be a little bit annoying. Come on, I mean, think of it, about it. This planet is already mostly cold, but now it is also... little water there is that is actually not ice is now also acidic. That's not so great. By the way, what happens if you touch an acid in an ice form? I'm kinda curious, I never thought about it before. I guess that's the same thing that happens when you touch acid in liquid form or anything, but it is kinda interesting thought, really. Maybe it doesn't work like this. Maybe your skin will not peel off. Or maybe it will. I don't know. But anyway, this time there isn't really anything for us to do. I mean, I am losing a ton of dust! And this will continue for a while, but soon I will also have revenues and I have more than enough dust stockpiled in order to allow me to actually keep at this taxation level. I could increase it, but look at what happens then. I do gain dust, but I lose quite a bit of research, yeah, almost 100 research, and many of my systems will take just that much longer to make stuff. Actually, aren't they? I think they are. I do not see a major difference anywhere, but I'm not gonna risk it. Besides, I need the research because so far I'm 6 in terms of research, which isn't really too difficult considering one faction is dead and the other is almost dead. And I do need to have some of the latest, or at least decent tech installed on my warships, do I not? So that's my reasoning behind it. So let us end the 10 again. Again, or is it the first time? Don't even remember, to be honest. And, oh yeah, it is the second time. And, oh. That's one system down. I guess Amoebas are going to be dead next turn. Oh boy, I do need to take care of the system as soon as possible though, because this is going to spawn pirates like crazy now. Then again, it is kind of hilarious. I do love when it happens, I do. And actually, I did get a temple discovered on one of my new moons, and it is going to increase my experience on newest ships. Where is that though? It's going to be useful. Elion. Where is Elion? There it is. Seems decent enough. What does it have? Oh. Well, actually it might be good, because deserts, they have a ton of industry. They actually have more raw industry power than the lavas do. And actually, if you exploit it, then is it good or as good as lava or not? Nah, lava get industry in spades when you give them the right exploitation, so never mind. But still, all things considered, deserts are amazing when it comes to, what do you call it, industry. Especially when you just newly colonize them. They do not have a lot of food, but they do have a lot of industry to make up for it. So they're actually quite decent systems to colonize early on. which might be surprising for many people, but that's actually the case. Anyway, anything I should take care of? Not really. My Doombringer has made their way into Indusa, and I guess I really wanted to colonize, increase the population on some of the systems over here, so why not? Let's transfer it to Indusa 4, because I already did that. And now it is also much greater. Also, the food consumption has increased tremendously, but it still allowed me to speed up the things on the system by quite a bit. Alrighty then. Anything else I should do this turn other than just relax and watch my enemies fall to their death? Sorry, I do not believe there is, so that's gonna be nice and entertaining. And also, relatively soon I'm going to have a new ship type, which is going to be awesome, but I know there is a lot of pirates, but I really do want to know what is on Earth is going on away from my system. So how about I redesign my scouting ship with a better engine, first of all. I do not care about its vision because it's kinda crappy, unfortunately. I don't know what it could be done to make this improvement not completely useless, the scouting module. But something should be done, because right now there is no reason to have it whatsoever, unless you are really afraid of an enemy fleet, but then you can just run away. I do not know why you would care about brainwave sensors. I do not. Oh well. Anyway, something that will allow these guys to survive, and I guess those would be the defense modules. Now, the problem is I don't know what tech the pirates have. They might have advanced already. Remember, the pirates always scale up with the technology of the best player. At least that's what Gamesayer told me, and I blindly believed him, but oh well, let's hope he said the truth. So, you guess is as good as mine as what did the pirates go for. I'll just try to get a little bit of everything. I mean, 5 of each defense, which is actually undoable. So I get a little bit less kinetics, and some even less kinetics. Actually, I don't remember pirates going for missiles in like a bajillion years. So, on the off chance they didn't go for it, I'm not going to install only a single flag defense, and actually I do not have to worry about missiles at all because I'm going to run away from any engagement anyway, so instead I should just focus on shields and deflectors and nothing else. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go for, and some extra HP to make sure that this guy actually survives. Now this is the most expensive scout I have ever designed, but at least he will be able to survive a couple of encounters with pirates, hopefully, and allow me to discover some more of the galaxy, because it has been a big issue for me so far. Obviously. Now, is there anything else I should really take care of? Hard to say with so many systems under my control, but I believe I'm good mostly. So yeah, next turn, Amoebas are no more, which is going to be absolutely and incredibly great. And yeah, since we're ending the turn yet again, there's another thing I want to talk about, and those are my top 5 games of 2012. I changed that. I mean, it's still old years, so I believe I have the way, permission to do this for myself. And oh, wait a second, still 110, that's cheating. Oh well, anyway, and that's because of the Steam sale that I usually hate Steam sale, but because I end up buying a game that I do not really like, and I just bought it because it's cheap or something. When in fact usually I could get it cheaper in Poland, but oh well, that's the magic of a Steam sale in a nutshell. But okay, let us select all of you and send them to automatically explore, because I'm too lazy to set the calls myself apparently. But recently, I mean on the 24th of December, yeah, you all know what day this is, I did make myself a present and bought a game that was on Community Choice flash sale. Oh, I'm gonna have to talk about this at the end of the next stand, but yeah, it would make the top, it would go into place number 2 on my list, actually. It would definitely would. It couldn't beat Analog, but still, Analog is a different league, and this game was awesome. Anyway, but what I should care about is Leo, which is actually stagnating for whatever reason, when in fact there's a perfectly fine medium level Shattered Crust, and actually this is a half negative anomaly. Oh, that's bad, because I do remember having a different planet with Shattered Crust that I did not remove this anomaly from, and when in fact I could do so. Oh well, I guess that's just too bad, isn't it? Anyway, do I want to speed things up? No, it's going to cost a lot of money that I do really need to save, because I'm losing even more than I did before. Fortunately, Lynx, even though its approval is at like 0, actually it's at content? Where is it at content? No, it's not. Oh, it's Lynx. Okay, I got confused right there. Where is Lynx anyway? What is it? That's Lynx? Huh! Oh, okay, I can see why it has so much industry. And why did I not go for Planetary Institute? I have no idea, so don't ask me. But revenues and 14 tens is a lot, but it's good enough for me. So anyway, anything else I should be worried about? Elion, yes, you say you are going to go for hyperscale farms. Now, I only have to pray that I will remember to switch them back into something useful later on in the game, because usually I would not forget about it. I mean, let's just be serious about this stuff. But since I'm making a videocast, I tend to forget about a lot of things, because I need to talk rather than just focus, and that's not so very helpful, let me tell you that. Not at all. Anyway though, I believe that's everything we needed to do over there, and my hero is free to capture the pirate system. Don't mind if I do. Excuse me right there, again. And he is making his way over there. I'm so very close to getting new technology, and after that I will start researching on my newest Annihilator ship type. I will be so evil, it is going to be amazing, but in the meantime, I'll also go for Photon Distortion, because hey, why not? Also, EMP, really great ability that I could go for right now. I mean, I have science production good enough to be able to get for it, to go for it relatively easily-ish, so no reason not to do so. Anything else I should consider doing? Not in the nearest future. I mean, my science production isn't the greatest anyway, so yeah. Anything here? No, I do not even know why I clicked that window. But over here, things are not looking so great. Not at all. Maybe I can go for more happiness. No. Increasing the tax rate doesn't seem like a good idea either. Actually, that's... I get a bajillion more dust if I go for this, and it doesn't look like I suffered all that much. Actually, it doesn't look like I suffer at all. Ha! Figures. Okay, then I'll increase the tax rate by 5%. Don't mind if I do. And since we've got that out of the way, we can end the 10. And the game that made it into a second place in my new updated version of top 5 games is, yeah, you guessed it, The Walking Dead. Wow. It is a great game. It's just, I suppose that I do not have time to talk about it too much, but trust me when I say this, it is very emotional. It made me cry as well. I still prefer Analog, and I believe Analog did a more difficult thing, because it's not that difficult to cry on a sad ending, and Walking Dead definitely did have a sad emotional ending. But in Analog, I unlocked the happiest ending imaginable, at least in my opinion. Because you can get other happy endings, but anyway. And this was a great ending I unlocked, very happy, and I still cried just because I was so touched by it, which I believe is actually more difficult to pull off. Nevertheless, I'm not going to go in too deep into the subject. Both games are great. I prefer Analog, but The Walking Dead is really something, you gotta check that out. But only, you know what I believe? I think that I would enjoy it nearly as much if not for the fact I was able to buy all of the games at once because they were already released. I mean, if I were to wait for each episode for 2 months, I think it would burn out on me. Some people have different opinions, but I know how it goes with dramas, and there was this drama that I was watching, and sometimes I was able to watch a couple of episodes in a row, sometimes I had to wait a month for a new episode. Trust me, when you can watch all of them in a row, it is just so much more gripping. It really, really is. Anyway, this Baron is really stagnating. It is actually consuming itself. People are starving to death. Even with my affinity. So obviously I'm gonna go for hyperscale farms. I'm not gonna speed this up at all for obvious reasons. But man, such a great wonder. But such a bad system for this wonder. It's just ridiculous. It really, really is. Anyway, Planetary Institute is going to be absolutely great for Kura. Actually, maybe I will speed this up. I'm kind of tempted to do so. I am making this actually, so you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna speed up hyperscale farms, it can wait, because it is not going to take a long time anyway, but Planetary Institute, man, it's so great. Especially on systems like that. Okay, hero leveled up, Just... Oh, hold on a second. No, not veteran. I am going to go for efficient schooling because it does increase your industry production by a percentage, which is great in late game and mid game as well, but you know what I mean. A lot of systems do not have any production queued up, which is surprising, but oh well. Let's finish the movement on my scouts, I guess. They are still making their way into somewhere. Let's stop right next to this area. But yeah, that's nice. A nice way in which the AI decided to split their moves. And I'm actually kind of happy that it didn't decide to go into this proto-star, because I would go there anyway with my other ships. Now, I am going to use my auxiliary fleet to block Indusa from the pirates. The pirates actually technically are stronger, but since they never ever do go for defense modules, I should be able to wipe them out pretty easily. It's just the matter of how many ships I'm going to lose, but regardless of that, I do not care. Actually, they will do me a favor because they'll scrap my ships for me, so I'll not have to spend dust on maintaining them, while I'm also going to get dust from destroying the pirate ships, which is going to be awesome. Anyway, oh yeah, a bunch of systems with no production I should take care of. Pixies this, you are actually stagnating, so let's... yeah, corrosive soul, gas giant, don't ask me how that works, but I can imagine this not being the best place to live in, huh? Anyway, what is important though, is the fact that now those people have the... where is it? Revenue Zen, which is completely bollocks great, and now I can happily transfer this hero to a system that needs him a little bit more. Maybe Miza, maybe Lynx. Miza doesn't have as much late game potential, but if I can transfer this hero over here, then I can speed up the construction of Revenue Zen by quite a bit. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to assign this guy to this system, improve the approach static, wow, and speed up the construction by, what is it, 4/10? I didn't really notice how many it took otherwise, but still it's pretty great. Unfortunately, those people are on a strike now, so I can risk being on stagnation for now, I guess. Since, actually, you know what? It doesn't matter at all, because still they're gonna be on strike even after I colonize helium, and with unlimited information highways, I'm not sure if this is going to help at all, so I might as well colonize it ASAP. Sirsini, my dear user system, I'm not even gonna go for intense cultivation logistics on you, because, yeah, you're this useless. Actually, hold on a second, why do I not have endothermic structures? It actually makes Sirsini somewhat-ish useful. So that's really surprising to myself. Oh, it is on strike though. Because of expansion approval. That's nice. Can I get rid of mineral pool? No, it requires soul revivification. I do not have this one. No, I do not. Man, those things cost a lot, right? Oh, yeah, they do. They really, really do. How about this one? 6 tens? 12. That's even longer. No. So go for something like... oh... it is a bad system nevertheless, so why do I even care about it, right? Right? Wrong. But, oh well. This system still quite far away from stagnating. That's because it has Finance Commission. I decided to leave it in because I do need some more dust, and Finance Commission on gas hydrogen is quite neat, to be quite honest. The system could use some more happiness though, and with more happiness I would be able to maybe get revenues in relatively-ish quickly. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, with robot locals, this could be a possibility, so I am gonna go for unlimited information highways. Any other systems that don't have any production queued up? Indusa, why is that? I have no idea, apparently I'm a big dummy. So let us queue up some stuff. Actually, I can queue up a lot. So let's do just that. Colonial rights are always awesome. And that's more or less it. Am I making or losing this? Making, just barely, but still making. Miza, wow, look at the amount of industry it has now. Trash can this, is there anything you need? No, I still cannot colonize asteroid belts, so not really. I guess, since I am about to move my hero out of the system, I could go for unlimited information highways, because in the future, those people are going to hate me quite a lot. So let's just go for it while we can, and while it doesn't take too long, shall we? Seems like a decent idea. Hido, by the way, can you go for something useful? Global Tech Park and... oh! I missed the system when making sure that... oh, I already explained why I didn't go for hyperscale farms, didn't I? Yeah, but it can go for unlimited information hours, so what's my problem? I do not even know, I do not know at all. But anyway, is that everything for this turn? I believe it is. I'm decent-ish in terms of score. Fritz is kind of lame. Science is extraordinarily lame, I'm the worst, and same goes for my military power, though that can be quite easily fixed in the next 3 turns. When I actually start making some ships instead of just waiting. I mean, right now I do need the intel to know where to attack before actually attacking, so it wouldn't make much difference anyway, would it? Now, let me take a sip of juice because I need it. My throat is kind of acting right now in an annoying fashion. I did spill it a little bit because it hasn't opened properly. So give me a second, I need to wipe this off. Fortunately, I'm half naked. Yeah, again, don't ask me why. Apparently, every time I make videocasts, I am half naked. So, fortunately, this time I didn't stain any clothing. So I guess that's one benefit of not wearing any clothes. Upper clothes, that is. And now the pirates... Actually, they moved away! Thank you! Thank you, this is so nice. And actually, this means Horonium is right there for the taking. Yes! Gimme, gimme. Trash can, you know what you want to do. What you need to do. And those are a bajillion of Doombringers. Oh yeah, 3, 4, maybe 5. Actually, I cannot go for 5. 4 will be enough then. Oh yeah, plus 4 population on this. Any other system that I have for a long time but has a lot of food production? What does have a lot of food production? Crown Lynx and Indusa. Crown Lynx and Indusa. I do not see... Yeah, those are one of the newer systems, aren't they? Where's Crown? Actually, Crown is still not maxed out. But it is about to be. It is going for revenue Zendo, so I'm not going to touch it at all. Okay then. Something is not doing anything, and those are the mobs that just captured the old valley. So, no, those are the... No! Those are the wrong mobs. Great. Anyway, looks like pirates are going to be irritating and problematic, but oh well, there isn't much I can do about this now, is there? So, this system definitely does need some planetary institute. I'm not going to speed this up though. No. I am actually running low on dust, and apparently I'm losing a lot too. For whatever reason. How did that happen? That I am losing so much more in the stand than I did in the previous one. Do not get it at all. Those cannot be just the scouting ships, can they? No, I have them for a while now. Huh. Strange, really strange. Anyway, Pixies, you have colonized something. So how about you go for some hyperscale farms to make the most of what you can from this improvement thingy. And Sam probably will go for Leo. Where are you, Leo? There you are. So same thing here, Shuttlecraft, Moon Survey, things like that. You go after hyperscale farms, I do need it ASAP. I mean, interstellar division logistics very important as well, but you know, it's not a very big difference actually. I can take it and not worry about it too much, I guess. Anyway, anything else I should take care of? Not really, doesn't look like it, except for the fact that I'm losing a ton of dust all of a sudden. And by ton, I mean a ton. I mean, this system produces quite a bit of industry, so maybe after it goes for careful sweeping, I could go for industry to dust conversion, and maybe this would stop the disaster that is incoming. I mean, I was supposed to get some, not food, but dust from those pirates, but now that I moved my interception fleet out of the way, it is not going to be the case, unfortunately. What a shame, what a shame. Anyway, I believe I can end the stand now. I'm so excited about the new year and all of this stuff, and also because, yeah, there's this one gift I got for Christmas, which was actually pretty great, and oh! There are the pilgrims, they are yellow as I thought. Is this just a scout? Yes it is, I do not need to worry about it at all. So let my scouts move out. Wow. Wow! There's so much galaxy I haven't discovered it. It's kinda incredible, and dear sir, I think you need to run away. Same goes for you, dear sir, you need to run away. And don't tell me those... Wait a minute. Oh no, I thought that they were going... The pilgrims, I mean, were going to attack my expansion ships, but no, they just attack the scouts. And apparently, this big amount of kinetics is not good enough to allow my ships to escape. Which is annoying. Very much so. Maybe the Pilgrims, actually now I can see what they have. Beams, more beams, even more beams. That's good to know, actually. Really good to know. Because if I didn't, then they would most likely rape me. Also, those are some great systems in the middle that nobody still managed to capture because of the pirates, which is kind of ridiculous. But still, I am on my way to try and get them. I will not try to colonize on them too hard, and the reason being that if other people colonize on them and then put their population on them, then I can just take it back from somebody else, and this would just be so much more profitable. Anyway, yeah, there isn't anything I should take care of over here. Those Doombringers, they need to make their way to Horolium and pray that there will be nobody there to intercept them, because then this would be kind of lame. Losing 4 population marks is actually a big deal. And great, this system links to completely nothing, and it is only a medium desert on top of that. That's just wonderful. It really, really is not. Okay then, I guess I'll need one more Doombringer then. Not on this system, I do need the dust, don't I? Actually, now I do not. What on earth is going on? Oh well, I will go for a single Doombringer over here. I need it really badly to colonize this Warden system, because if I do so, then the pirates will no longer be able to spawn in this arm of the galaxy, which is a really big deal when you think of it. It really, really is. But anyway, anything else that Elion needs? That's an important question to answer. Public-private partnerships is cheap and it gives you a lot of science, so I am going to go for that. And revenues then after that, oh, we'll actually go for magnetic field generators. Well, this system does have a lot of industry, so I will go for revenues then, surprisingly enough. Even to myself, that's why I said surprisingly enough. Anyway, yeah, anything else I should take care of? Probably yes, but there's so much that it's hard to keep track of, and I'm also casting this game, which is making it even more difficult to actually keep track of. So anyway, my attack fleet, how about it goes to Horolium and just start wreaking some havoc to make sure that my hero is as leveled up as humanly possible, and that I do gain some dust as well. So anyway, anything I should be worried about? Not really. I am making a lot of dust, which actually allows me... No, it does not allow me to decrease the tax hit. Not at all. Wow, those people hate me so much. Is there any way to decrease the overexpression of the pro any further? Yes, there is, and those would be the personal fields. And I will go for them. Definitely, I need them. Also, living inhabitants is decent. Not so great for me right now because I'm an unskilled builder, but it's still going to be useful. Actually, am I an unskilled builder? I do not remember that. I think I am. Give me a sec. Yes, I am a skilled builder for level 3. I knew something was going on. Anyway, anything else I should take care of? I'm saying this for the 4th time in the stand, but oh well. I do not believe there is, so how about I just end the stand right now? Anyway, one of the gifts I was given was this 2011 Gas Generation Tour DVD. So amazing, I am so happy. And I'm also so happy that I have this kind of mom that I can watch this kind of DVD with. Because, let's face it, moms do not always are into K-pop. But some of them actually are, which is kinda great. And mine is one of them. She's also really cute. Which might be strange when you talk about moms, but she really, really is. I mean, their colleagues at work would say that, their friends would say that, everybody would say that. It's just the way she is. Anyway, pirates with lots of kinetics. I'll enjoy murdering them, because kinetics, I do believe I have some deflections. Actually, my mobs have almost no deflection whatsoever, do they? I just realized. Come on, end the loading screen, because I do need to check this out ASAP. Come on, end this, you know you wanna. Come on. Why is there new music? Don't tell me you crashed. No, you didn't. Whew! I was really scared for a second. Okay, map! Almost no deflection, and so it means magnetic field is a no-go because it increases my deflector efficiency, and I do not have a lot of deflectors. So just go for barrier instead, and barrier again, and then fix any damage I have left. Because the pirates, they are going to go down, no doubt about that. They have no defense after all. And I have a lot of missiles, so that's kinda helping quite a lot. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose a lot of mobs. Or maybe if it is not unfortunate, but fortunate, because those mobs actually do sink up a big chunk of my dust. So I might as well get rid of them ASAP, and I get rid of them by getting rid of the pirates, which, as far as I'm concerned, is really a good deal by all means. And I just realized I no longer need my auxiliary fleet, I can just scrap it right away, and that's precisely what I'm going to do. And that's usually could be quite a dangerous thing, but I can pump out my ships really fast, and yeah. So as soon as they reach industrial system, I'm going to scrap all of them. And I do mean all. All. That sounded strange. Anyway, oh, come on. One movement point away from reaching Horolium. This is annoying. Anyway, I have none more actually already. And this video is actually getting quite longish. It's 40 minutes already, so I should end this right now. But this is a perfect way to end it. A battle, and then designing a new ship that is going to be awesome. That was the lamest awesome text I ever had. And actually the lamest way to speak in English as well, but oh well. Anyway, what shall I do now? Actually, oh, I already forgot that I'm supposed to design a new ship, so how about we get to it? Annihilator, here we come. This is a big thing. It somewhat reminds me of Portal 2, don't ask me why. The levels when you actually are in the old aperture. Don't know why it has this kind of feeling to it, like there is this really old technological vibe. But anyway, do you know how this ship is going to be called? Because I do. This is going to be a gift of mercy. Each time somebody is going to ask for mercy, I'm going to deliver. Oh yeah. That's a pretty neat idea, if I may say so myself. Okay then, advanced containers are a no-brainer really. Do I want to go for anything else in here? Invasion is kinda tempting, but I'll think about it, to be honest. It's most important in early game, later on it's actually losing its decency. Especially since I probably will be able to capture any systems in just 4 turns, so... yeah, I'm not gonna go for invasion most likely. What I will go for, and I will go for a lot of it, are the shields, because the enemy has a lot of beams, and I do not have a very potent shield technology, so I'll go for 20 of them. Maybe even 25, because I'm really afraid of those lasers. Also quite a bit of deflectors, and by which I mean 7, and 7 super dense ammo, maybe 9, just to make sure. And now, I was waiting for it. Pinch guns! Yeah, I like lasers myself. And some kinetics just to top it off. No rockets this time, that's because rockets are lame. They might be very good, but I don't like the way they work. And because they are so cost effective, I usually do have to go for them. So whenever I do not feel like I desperately need to go for them, I'm not actually gonna go for them. I hope this makes kind of sense. I mean, yeah, let's say it does. Let's say it does. So 9 pinch guns and 8 plasma slugs. It might be a better idea to actually go for even more plasma slugs than pinch guns, but I do like to see some lasers, and you need at least 9 to enjoy the sight of those lasers being fired from such a big ship. I mean, that's just obvious. Right then, Crate get an achievement thingy that is not really an achievement, it's just a game event, which isn't even an event per se. And you know what happens next? What happens next? I scrap this fleet, if I remember to do so, I hope I do. And I start production on my beautiful, powerful Mercy ship. But while this is actually... hold on a second, I might as well end the stand, and to do that, I will need to make sure that there's some kind of production going on a couple of my systems that are not doing anything for whatever reason. So you do say, colonize this lava, because why not? Actually do not, because it would be better to go for psychological installation. Actually not, because this would take forever, so instead go for endothermic structures. And then I guess those two, maybe? It's a decent combination. Oh, actually Planetary Institute first, duh. Don't know why I didn't go for it yet. And Kura! It finished what it was supposed to finish, which is nice. Not sure if it is actually worth it to go for Interstellar Division Logistics. I mean, it would take 20 turns, and it's not so great on a single planet system. So instead I'm just gonna go for... yeah, what am I gonna go for? Infinite supermarkets, maybe? 10 turns? Yeah, why not? And is this all? I believe it might be more or less. yeah, which is, those two systems still have the most production, but actually Lynx is getting close to being the best one, and Alien is right behind it. Where is Alien? Which one is that? That is Alien, so let's have a quick thought about it. This is Alien and this is Lynx. Both are going for revenue then. I think Alien has more potential, so I'm going to swap my hero away from the trash can. Sorry buddy, it was good while it lasted, but friendships need to end sometimes. And I'm failing miserably at transferring this hero, so I'm just gonna do it manually in Alien system. Assign to it, ecstatic, so much less time to get the revenue then, it is going to be awesome. Trash can now, so much worse, but they do not hate me because I went for this happiness before I unassigned the hero, which was a smart thing to do, yeah. And apparently I'm losing even more dust now. That's great. Then again, you know what? I don't care about those other systems all that much. I mean, I do lose about 80 science per 10, but I have mostly what I need. And I do need to have more dust, so I'm gonna risk this kind of really high taxation thingy. But let's end the turn and say my outro. It is PANCZASU, the mighty mix spammer. If you somehow managed to enjoy my videocast, then by all means do please like it. Maybe resubscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already and you wish to see more of my work. And most importantly, please do comment. I love comments and they are what keeps me going. And last but by no means least, I wish you the best new year you could imagine, and let's hope that all of your wish come true. My personal wish, I'm not telling you because it's kinda personal, but one of them is studying more Korean because I feel like I need to work on that. But anyway, it was awesome having you there, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching, and I will see you online.